Hi guys. So many times we wonder, are we cool enough parents? Are we good enough parents? Are we doing right? Are we doing wrong as parents? So today we're talking about cool parenting. I was surfing on Instagram the other day and I came across a beautiful post written by Richard Damijo. In fact, I saw him at ShopRite the other day. I ran after him to tell him that this post is a hot post. So it was his daughter's birthday. I think it was her 14th birthday. And he wrote, I don't want to read everything, some of them are, directly to her. But at some point he goes, now please listen. Daughter dearest, I have only one worry. I worry about the difference between your generation and mine and wonder if I will ever be a good enough parent for you. Yeah, I want to be the cool dad you want me to be. You know, the one that will let you have your 14th birthday at a condo, let you have all your friends to the party, let you wear whatever you wish to wear, and let you stay out till 11 p.m. Well, darling, you have to forgive me because that's never going to happen. As much as I'd love to be really cool and all, it is way more important to me that you grow up with deep-seated values that are Christian and African. Then when you're old enough, you can decide what you want. So for now, as the quintessential African dad and correct Urobo man, I just have to censor your friends, create a curfew, censor your outfits, curtail your access to social media. So no, you still cannot have an Instagram account this year or even next. And just so you know, even a 3.8 GPA will not be good enough to make me change my mind. You see, baby, unlike your generation that thinks it's cool, my generation looks beyond what's cool, so I choose what is right and appropriate. Yeah, I understand you think it's weird and not cool and not fair, but hey, baby, I just can't help myself because I am just an Urobo man that sent his daughter to the US and would rather blah, 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 blah. And it goes on and on and on. But that's the crux of, for the episode today. And I really, it was a post, or it is a post that really moved me because many parents today battle with being a cool parent. So sometimes you hear the younger ones will say, mommy, no joy. Mommy, you're old school. I'm not old school. Oh. I know, and then you're struggling to keep up. Are you friends or are you parents? So today I'm going to be sharing some tips on, cool parenting. And really, what is cool parenting? Cool parenting is not you deciding to wear your face cap to the back because your son thinks it's cool, or as a mother, you decide that I have to wear show my back, or whatever it is, simply because my daughter thinks it's cool, or I have to go to parties whether I have to be able to sing the latest song, or whatever it is. That's not that's not what parenting is about. If that is what you are or who you are, naturally, and then and that's fine. But I don't think that it is about agreeing with what your children think. Who's the adult here? So I've put up some, very few tips on cool parenting that works for me, especially for young mothers like us. One is pendulum parenting. Don't be a pendulum parent. So today it's okay to go out with your friends. Tomorrow it's not. Today it's okay for a play date. Tomorrow it's not. No. That's pendulum parenting. You need to set the rules. If you are always upset, if your children take something from someone else without asking you first, then you have to be consistent. So I cannot decide that, he took from brother A now, so that's not so bad now. But you not took from brother B that me I don't like. No, you can never know. You are a parent and you're not a friend. So you need to decide what you want to do and what you think is right and what is wrong. The second tip here is be loving and respectful, but be clear about what your expectations are. So the other day I was at the store, and a little girl was with her mom, and I don't know what she said or whatever, and she was like, I can't remember what the little girl said, and the mother said, no, Naomi, we don't talk like that. And that struck a nerve with me, because first and foremost, if you say that, you are already You have also been accountable, because you're saying, you said we don't talk like that, so it means that you can't talk like that. So you know how we say it's not what I say, it's what I do. No, it's also what you say, right? So I also can't say things like, so maybe the girl used an F word or used a swear word, right? And it means that you also can't, because you are leading by example. So you need to be clear about what your expectations are. Then please, this one is very easy. Some children just feel that like they're entitled to certain things. So I must, like the driver is going to take me to school. Like, or it's Sunday, so we're going to go for buffet after church. Like, I mean, so you're in Sunday school, little girl and saying, hey, I'm going to go to my, say, hey, we always go for buffet after church. Really? Like, when you school, the school you attend, they give you money for buffet or what? Like, the child feels entitled, or summer is pass or fail. I'ma go there. Christmas is, we have to do Christmas away every time, irrespective of what happens. Like, it's daddy and mommy's plan, so generally I fall into the plan. Based on what? What are you teaching that child? The child needs to be responsible and accountable. The child needs to know that if you do the crime, you should be ready to do the time. If you can't do certain things, then you can't enjoy certain things. Okay? Another point is, a lot of us mothers bribe. If you finish your food, you watch TV. If you bring my bag, you will have what? Are you negotiating terms? Like, who is the mother in the home, or who is the parent in the home? Are you negotiating? I'm not saying, and also on the other side, some parents don't know how to ask nicely, because the person is your child, automatically means that the child must do those kind of things. Go and bring my bag. That's the same way the child will talk to the help, or the same way the child will talk to, her friend or anybody, because the child doesn't understand, asking nicely. So many of us negotiate with our children, and it's wrong, because the child begins to feel like something goes for something. Like that's it. Like, something goes for something. So if I'm going to eat my food, like, what am I going to eat? What's there for me? What's in it for me? Something has to be in it for me. No, you can't let your child grow up like that. Sometimes you can instead, the child already has TV time, Abby. It's okay. So if you do this, then we can keep that time. The last tip from me, is something I find very common. Let the child experience. It's very important. I know somebody, two kids came over to my house for a play date. When the kids were going outside to play, if you see the gadgets this child wore, the girl, she wore kneecaps. She got leggings so that she doesn't fall. So that if she falls, she doesn't scrape. Knee, whatever. No, she can't wear slippers because she can scrape her toes. She needs to wear sneakers. I had to tell the help that, Auntie, is this how you people do? I say, yes, madam. That's, I say, well, she was shocked when she saw my children running outside with slippers. In fact, one slipper falling after running, let the child be a child. Let the child experience. If the child does not fall, the child does not understand what it is to have a scraped knee. What stories will this child share as he or she grows up? Me, I enjoyed the fun stories of my childhood I remember the time when we were, or when or when mommy, but we right now, I think maybe it's a modern age, I don't know, but I see a lot of people, even my friends, a lot of guarding, a lot of protecting, before somebody even says your child, no, that's how the child does. Oh, your child doesn't, that's how she does. If she's upset, or if she wakes up on the left side of her bed, then she won't greet. I don't understand. I'm like, how? Like me, I'm sure my children in my mind, like, this is my wicked mother. Because I'm wondering, how then do you instill discipline or instill certain values in the child if you're letting the child decide for himself or herself? Remember, it's a child. It's not the person. If it was an adult, the person was old enough or wise enough to make certain decisions, the person won't be called a child. So that's it today on co-parenting. RMD, I don't know if you're watching this, but man, that post, big ups. I'm not your parent, I'm not your friend, I'm your parent. If what I do, you like it, it's fine. If you don't, tough luck. Because I will be a parent to you and not a friend. And I think that's exactly what he was saying. I don't care if it's okay if all your friends are on Instagram, on Twitter, or whatever it is. For me, being a parent, I decide, and I think that you're still too young. And case closed, there's no discussion. Not a discussionable issue, you know. So, I mean, I that post really spoke to me, and I thought I'll come on here and we'll talk about it. I'm sure that a lot of you have better or as good parenting tips for fellow viewers. Please share in the comment fields below so that we can talk about it. I learn a lot from the show, just in case you didn't know. I do, because I listen or I read the comments, and you know, it just gives me a fresh perspective on certain things. So thanks, guys, and I hope you like it. See you next week. Bye. So if you're watching this, you must have heard one version at least, if not 5 or 6 versions of Miss Chidima Okeke, Miss Anambra, and her sex tape. Anything you are going through in your husband's house, bear it. You won't be the first. Because I used to take money from my husband's wallet. Yes, okay, it's my husband. Yes, now you can take money from your husband's wallet. Me, I don't understand this stealing. Me and you, you people are too stingy sometimes.